Flames light the sky over the Pearl River Delta as war junks swarm the banks of Sanshan, a fishing village in southern China.
It is 1809, and the attacker's captain has promised 10 silver coins for every villager's head.
By now, the villagers know it was a mistake not to pay the Pirate Confederation protection money. They have built a wooden palisade and armed every man between 16 and 60.
But now, everything goes wrong. Their only cannon explodes in their faces!
And their leader gets stabbed in the back in the turmoil. One man makes a last stand from a rooftop, hurling dust onto the attackers.
Until they bring him down with spears. The looting lasts 3 days.
2,000 are dead.
And when the pirates finally sail away, they set the village on fire and leave 8 severed heads hanging from a banyan tree, staring blankly across the water as a warning. The southern Chinese coast is living in fear, and no one comes to help. The Chinese Empire, the largest and wealthiest state on Earth, can't protect its people. The Middle Kingdom around 1800 governs 300 to 400 million people, a third of the world's population. While European powers fight over colonies and trade routes, Imperial China has been running the same operating system for over 2,000 years. China sees itself as the Middle Kingdom, the center of civilization, while everybody else are barbarians,
Slowly learning what it has known for centuries.
The current dynasty running this ancient machine is the king, but to most people, they're still outsiders. They're Manchu, descendants of horse-riding warriors from the north who smashed through the Great Wall in 1644. They realized the Chinese system was too sophisticated to replace and simply kept it running with themselves in charge. Imagine this realm as a gravitational field. At its center sits the emperor in Beijing, like a supermassive black hole, bending the fabric of society around him. His pull extends through a vast bureaucracy of governors, magistrates, and inspectors, keeping hundreds of millions of people in their place. But the farther you get from Beijing, the weaker that gravitational pull becomes.
2,000 kilometers south lies Guangdong, a subtropical province between the mountains and the ocean.
Here, the empire fractures into the Pearl River Delta, a maze of channels, swamps, and islands that hum with trade, people, boats, and markets.
China's population has tripled in a century, and land is running out. The size of the bureaucracy, however, remains almost the same. Its grip is slipping, and corruption spreads.
The first to feel it are those already on the edge, like the boat families who live season to season. Fishing only works half the year, and when the nets come up empty, they haul cargo, ferry passengers, or smuggle rice or salt. And some turn to piracy part-time, raiding along the coast until the monsoon season turns.
The difference between fisherman and pirate sometimes is simply seasonal employment. Somewhere in this drifting world, in 1775, a girl is born. Nobody pays much attention, but one day, empires will know her name. She'll grow up to become the most powerful pirate in history. She'll grow up on a wooden junk patched with tar and cloth.
A few meters of creaking planks in a cluster of boats, with floating kitchens, markets, and temples.
By the time she can handle a paddle, she's working, fishing or ferrying, whatever pays.
While landwomen crush their feet into lotus buds to attract husbands, she hops barefoot from plank to plank.
Boys on shore spend years memorizing ancient texts for a shot at becoming officials.
But the tanker can't own land, take imperial exams, or marry into shore families.
They're classified as mean people, impure like actors and prostitutes.
And so, like many before her as she gets older, she finds work on a flower boat, a floating brothel.
These boats serve sailors, merchants, and pirates.
Most are poor, but lately, more and more show up with serious silver and military weapons from Vietnam. For years, the Taisun rebels there fought in a civil war and handed out ships, cannons, and
military ranks to Chinese pirates to raid the Qing Empire and share the profits. Now they are losing, and the jobless pirates are returning to China.
The Delta has become one of the world's most valuable trade corridors, with Guald Canton by Europeans
as the only legal port for foreign trade.
Meanwhile, the Empire is having what you might call a bad century.
Inland, they're fighting bloody uprisings like the White Lotus Rebellion.
On the coast, corruption is rampant, patrols are underfunded, and their navy is a joke.
by 1805, the pirates are fighting each other more than robbing merchants, which is bad for business.
So they do what any sensible criminal would, and incorporate.
6 main fleets share loot, settle disputes in a central court, and are led by Zheng Yi, captain of the most powerful Red Flag fleet.
To keep control, he uses the methods of mafia and aristocracy. His brother commands squadrons, his sister marries an ally, and promising young pirates are adopted.
And beside him is Zheng Yi Sao, running the numbers and managing alliances.
Together, they command one of the largest naval forces in the world.
Portugal and Britain would love to send their warships, since their profits are evaporating too. But the king refused to let foreign gunboats pass the Tiger's Mouth, the entrance to the Pearl River.
They're more afraid of British help than pirate domination, which is probably fair. So they turn to the Portuguese, who have been squatting in Macau since the 1500s under lease from China.
For a mountain of silver, they send warships to patrol alongside king junks and play whack-a-mole with pirates at the Tiger's Mouth.
And fail.
In December, the Queen switched strategies. They offer full amnesty, government jobs, and silver for any pirate leader who flips.
Now cracks start to show. The Black Flag commander, Guo Podai, smells opportunity. He has spent years resenting Zhang Bao for He envies his rise, his victories, and the fact that Zheng Yi Sao picked him.
So when the Red Flag calls for backup, he ghosts them. Then the 2 fleets clash, and the Black Flag wins.
1,000 pirates are killed, and 16 ships captured.
Within weeks, Guo Podai surrenders to the king, waving his trophies like a job application.
Other leaders follow, hoping to cut a deal before it is too late.
Zheng Yi Sao reads the room perfectly. In early 1810, she walks to government officials in Macau, leading thousands of followers behind her.
Their petition reads like this: "We are insects and ants. Save us from the flood and fire." The king need the violence to stop and accept a remarkable deal.
They keep their ships. 17,000 pirates are granted amnesty, and Zhang Bao is made a naval officer.
She outlives Zhang Bao by 20 decades and dies peacefully around 1844 at 69.